So let me ask you a question. As a CEO, are you sure you're using your time as effectively as possible? I'll bet you're not. And today I'm going to talk about the top time-wasting habits of CEOs from my perspective. Hi, this is Dr. Kirch of Profit Minds. My Profit Minds growth system helps to expand profits, accelerate productivity, and build business process for scale. So what do I find are the top time-wasting habits of CEOs? Well, the first one is you probably spend time attending unnecessary or unproductive meetings. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, how do you make them productive? You make sure that every item on the agenda has an expected outcome. This is something I learned at Intel. It's really important that you know what decision is being made for a couple of reasons. One, you can figure out who it is that has to be in the room to make that decision, but then you also know what the goal of and why you have that on the agenda. But the other thing, the thing that I think CEOs do more often wrong than any of the others around meetings is they attend meetings they shouldn't be in. Because as soon as you're there as the boss, everybody's trying to figure out what you think. And they're trying to craft their answers and their comments around impressing you instead of figuring out how to solve the problem. So don't go to those meetings where you're not absolutely required. Well, that's one. The second one is a lack of effective delegation. Very often, again, this is an owner-operator kind of problem. A CEO gets in the middle of everything and they're sure that nobody will do it as well as they would, and therefore they're reluctant to let go. Well, you know, sometimes when you delegate stuff to other people, they'll surprise you by coming up with an even better way than you could have thought of. So don't be afraid. And by the way, you need to be able to step away from the office. And if you're in the middle of everything, you need to be able to take a vacation. You can't do that if you can't delegate. The third one is completely unstructured workdays, where you're just constantly interrupted and you can't get any thinking time. One of the most important things that you have to do as a CEO is think about where the long term of your business is. And if you don't have time where people know they can't interrupt you, then they will. So either hang a sign on your door if you have a door, or block off time on your calendar for thinking, for strategic time. You don't have to block every 15 minutes. And there are some coaches that recommend that. I don't think that that's realistic, but you need to block off a certain amount of time that you can spend thinking, and that people know that they shouldn't bother you then. Okay. And the fourth one is focusing on the wrong things. As a CEO, you need to be a leader and a visionary for your company, for your organization, not in the midst. You can't be a doer. You have to be a manager. You have to be a leader. So those are the top things that I find that CEOs waste their time on. If you want to learn more, you want to talk to me, feel free to reach out. Have a grateful day.